This is another MCQ question. Question 4, only one answer. Question 4, only one answer. Okay. Vera recorded the following observation on two plants X and Y. Plant X is found growing on tall trees and does not bear flowers. Plant Y is floating on pond surface and bear flowers. Use the chart to classify plant X and Y. Okay, most of you chosen B, and the correct answer is B. Why B? Q is plant X. Why? Because plant X grow on tall trees, so it has to be a land plant and does not grow flowers. So it's Q, right? And then plant Y is found floating on pond, so it has to be a water plant and it has flower. So it's water plant but flowering, so it has to be R. So answer is B. So which of the following characteristics can help differentiate between an animal and a plant? The question 5, I have two answers. Differentiate between animals and plants. The need for water. So this cannot differentiate because both animals and plants need water. So this is not the answer because both animals and plant needs water. So we can't differentiate. Ability to make its own food. Yes, only plant can make food. Animals cannot. So that's the difference. Okay, ability to move freely to search for food. Yes, plant cannot move freely, but animal can. Ability to respond to changes. This is not, because both plant and animals can respond to changes. Remember just now that plant, it will grow towards the hole where light is. So yeah. You planted a few green bean seeds in a box of soil and observed their growth. He placed the box near the window and watered the soil daily. Day 1, day 2, seeds germinate, shoots emerge from the soil. When seeds germinate, the roots grow first, remember? Roots grow first, then after that, the shoots will emerge. Okay, the shoots were straight and upright. Okay, on day 5 and 7, leaf starts to appear and shoot will bend towards one side. Look at the picture. Okay. State where the seeds got the food for growth during day 1 and day 4. During day 1 and day 4, they only have shoots and roots. Where do they get their food from? Okay. Question is, day 1 to day 4, where did the shoot gets its food? Seedling. Where did the seedling got the food for growth during day 1 and day 4? Seed leaves. They get the food from the seed leaves, not the seed coat. Seed coat is only to protect the seedling from the seed leaves, alright? The store food in the seed leaves. Seed coat is wrong, Lloyd. It's not seed coat, it's seed leaf. Not seed coat. Not the light source, because it does not have its own leaf to make food yet. So it cannot trap light yet. Roots, no. They don't get food from nutrients. They get the food from the seed leaves. Alright, seed leaves provide, seed only need warm. It doesn't make its own food. Yes, so it gets its food from the seed leaves. Explain why the shoots grew upright at first, but became bent after the leaves appear. So, explain why. Of course, the reason is because if you look at the picture again, by day 5 and 7, it has its leaves, so it actually bent. The reason why it bent towards that side must be because there's sunlight over there. Okay, but it's how, I think all of you knows that there's sunlight over there, but how you answer your questions that is more important. The leaves make food for the plant. The leaf bend towards the window to trap more sunlight to make food for the plant. Okay, so for this answer, she did say that the leaves is bending towards the sunlight. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, so that makes this answer correct. This is because, okay, no need to talk about this is because, okay, for science, we go straight to the point. We go straight to the point to say that the roots are too tall and need support. And the leaf also, no, this is not the reason. This is not about roots. The leaves bend towards the sunlight. Okay, that's it. The leaves bend towards the sunlight, and that's the answer we are looking for. Okay, the sun was facing the other direction, but you're not telling, but just telling me where the sun is. You're not explaining to me why the leaf bend. You have to tell me why the leaf bend. So this answer is not acceptable. Yes, it's not about the stem. It's just the leaf is growing towards the sunlight. The answer is very simple. Okay, just says that the leaves are growing towards the sunlight because it turns in the directions of the sunlight. Yes, this is correct. Okay, but there's some mistake. Direction, D-I-R-E-C, not D-E. I assume this is a typo. And because is not necessary. When you add because, it's grammatically wrong. Okay, so you just need to say that it turns to the directions of the sun. Good enough. Okay. The sunlight where the plant gets its food from is nearer to the sun. No, plant doesn't get food from the sun, which is wrong. The plant trap light to make food for the plant. The sun does not give the plant the food. Okay. The shoot, okay, it's not the short. The shoot bends after the leaves appear because the leaves need sunlight to make food for the plant. But you are not telling me that the leaf is bending towards the sun. You have to say that the leaf is bending towards the sun. Okay. But you're just telling me the fact that leaves need sunlight to make food. I know that leaves need sunlight to make food, but that doesn't explain why the plant bends. Got it? To bend towards the sunlight to make food. That's it. Key points. Understand? So science is about nailing the question, at the right spot. They are asking about the key point, which is why do they bend this way? It's to bend towards sunlight to make food. That's the answer we are looking for. You have to say, I know the leaves need sunlight, but you need to say that the leaves grew towards the directions of the sunlight. Because you are explaining that the leaves need sunlight, that doesn't explain why it grew towards that side. You have to tell me that side is where sunlight is. So this one is not acceptable. I'm so sorry. At first, the plant depended on okay. So the second one, the bend is they grew towards the sunlight. That's it. They grew towards the sunlight to make food. That's all. Okay. Now, some people are still very confused. Seed coat protects the seed before it germinates. Seed leaves provide food for the growing seedling to grow because it does not have leaf to make food. So it makes use of the seed leaf. Seed leaf is like a container. It's not a real leaf. It's like a container for food. So it contains food to provide food for the seed to grow until they have their own leaves. Then the seed leaves will shrivel up and drop off. Understand?